In this video, I'm going to try to review 50 portfolios super fast. And you're asking yourself, why do it so fast? That's not fair. Give the person enough time to dive into their portfolio. But the truth is, I recently had to hire a designer and I got 550 portfolio applications. If I would spend 1 minute reviewing a portfolio, that would be over 10 hours. Honestly, I can't do that. And no hiring manager or a client can do that. Hiring managers review your portfolio super fast. And so we're gonna try and do this so that you can see the actual reaction when I'm seeing a portfolio for the first time ever. Last night, I dropped on Twitter that I'm gonna be recording portfolio reviews. And this morning I had over 50 portfolios. I haven't checked any of them, so I'm gonna see them right now with you for the first time, and we're gonna try and do this as fast as possible. Let's get started with Mathis. All right, pretty cool loading animation. We've got some text running in the background, sliding about. Mathis is a Nomad product designer. All right, overall looks pretty good. Already looks pretty good. Typography looks pretty good. Interactions look very nice. Looks pretty trendy. The work, I'm seeing the work very fast, but they look very good. I can already see he's a good designer. So a lot of things going on here. I can see immediately he's on Webflow. He has a YouTube series, good colors, good layout, good typography, logos I know, which is actually clients that are using Webflow, but all right. Yeah, catch me. All right. Looks very good. Love it. Great portfolio. I would definitely look more into that. You would move into the, I'm gonna look into that list. Second portfolio is Corey. Let's check that out. All right, Flowman, your creative team's Webflow hero. Now, I honestly, before I even go through this, I love that there's a concept here, the comics concept that looks, looks like there is a concept here. But I have to say that when I'm seeing typography like this, which is appropriate to the concept of, of a comics, to me, it doesn't look like great typography for designers. So while I think there's a creative concept here, I'm scrolling and scrolling. I still haven't seen stuff that he can design as in work for clients. Now I can see them, and again, the works actually look pretty good, but I don't think it's flattering for the works to be seeing in a comics setting. All right, so overall, I would say very cool creative concept here, and also good design work, but I'm not sure that it's a good creative concept for a portfolio. All right, let's go. Next one is Vladimir. Let's check it out. All right, nice loading animation, Webflow designer and developer. My work, what do? I have to say already, first of all, Webflow designer and developer, a little bit generic. I don't see anything in terms of personality. And the other thing that I immediately see is that the two fonts that we have here, one of them is serif and this sans serif that is a little bit round. It's not a great combination. So already, I'm not sure about the typography skills, I would say. We're seeing actually the same type of interaction we saw in the first portfolio, which is pretty trendy, I guess, right now. The work looks okay, but honestly, most of them look like pretty simple heroes that has mainly text over an image or something like this. So I think it looks good. It looks solid, not amazing yet, I would say. All right, so I think this is a good, solid portfolio with somebody that can take his work to the next level when it comes to going a little bit outside of the standard design. All right, let's continue. The next one is gonna be Florian. All right, the Webflow projects of our agency. All right, so I guess it's an agency, Webflow agency. All right, accept the cookies. Immediately showing me works that I love. Immediately I can see that it looks pretty good. Mockups look pretty good, and the actual design looks pretty good. So this is already solid, building trust. This one, again, looks a little bit generic. This one looks pretty cool. I think, going back to what I said on the previous portfolio, where I can see a lot of things that look more traditional. It looks like a pretty solid design work. Also, the context here of the portfolio, it looks better than I think than the last portfolio. So it looks solid, good. Looks great. Okay, I think again, This hasn't blown my mind, but I think it's solid good. I can see that they can do the work. They look trustworthy. I might check them out if I need Webflow development. Let's continue. Yar. All right, first of all, I like that there's a layout that is a little bit unique here with kind of like a side menu and then these boxes, bento boxes, which have become pretty trendy right now. Webflow development, subscription service, 100 project, Webflow expert. All immediately looks good, good design, immediately builds trust with all of this, social proof that I have here. Let's just see the work. So feature project, there's only one. Let's do view all just for a second. Yeah, looks good. This is good. I love this portfolio. I would definitely talk to this person. Level Flow, Webflow partner. I just don't know his name. But it's weird that he's trying to build an agency with like a name of the agency, but there's a person here that I don't know the name of the person yet. So that's kind of like something that I would look into. But overall, it looks good. I would definitely talk to him. Lemaine, be harsh, please. All right, Lemaine, web designer, web developer. I was expecting an image to come here, but so I'm waiting for this to load and it's not loading. And also it's kind of like weird that I like this type effect, but it's weird that it's changing the size of this paragraph and it's all like moving. Let's scroll down. All right. I really love to show the person if you're a freelancer. This photo right now, I don't think it does you good. It's not in a professional setting. It's just you on a bridge. So I can see your personality, but if I want to hire you, I want to see you in a professional context, something that helps build trust. And so I don't think this image is helping you. Works looks good though. Work looks good. I just work on a better image right now. And even if you don't have access to a photographer, there's all of these AI tools now that can help you create a professional photo. Next, Fabian, let's check that out. All right, UI designer, framer, developers. Okay, I was also expecting something it's kind of like minimal, so I was expecting an image or something here in the background, but nothing here. That's kind of like weird that there's this circle inside of this, which makes it hard to read the scroll down. So that's kind of like weird. Not sure if that's on purpose. Again, we have this kind of like a bento box design that we've seen before, but here there is something weird because it's reacting to my scroll. And in a lot of positions, like I'm here right now, it's actually, I can't read. So that's a weird interaction that's not really helping. I can only read I'm Fabian when I'm in the exact scroll position. So unless you're snapping my scroll, that's actually kind of like weird. All right, let's see what else. Let's work together. All right, looks pretty good besides the interaction. Next, we've got Alan, lunch today. All right, G-Fish Media, diving into the digital ocean. First reaction is there's too much text here with the logo and everything. And the second thing is there's Alan in the corner, so I'm not sure if this is Alan's website or if this is G-Fish Media. It's kind of like weird between the agency and the personal. And again, second gut feeling, lots of text in the front. I'm a little bit overwhelmed. Friendly neighborhood digital designer. Again, pretty similar to what I just said previously. This photo is not doing you good service in the terms that you want to make it look a little bit more professional in a professional setting. This looks kind of like a selfie from the snapshot. I think you can do better. Yeah. Okay. So I think my gut feeling after seeing this for just a few seconds is you can step up your graphic design skill in terms of typography, layout, hierarchies. These things can be improved at the moment. Next. All right. No Code Carlos. Hey there, I'm Carlos Velasquez. A lot of text. I'm not going to be able to read all of this. And there's just a button, hire me. Already, I don't know anything about you. I haven't seen the work. It's a little bit too early to jump into there. Next thing, sample of my work. First reaction is I see 3 iPhones. They look exactly the same. I have to really pay attention to the details to see that there is something different between the works. So you have to make them look like 3 different things and not the same thing duplicated 3 times. Process and tools. This is a better photo than what we've seen before, but I also think, similar to what I've said previously, we can improve the graphic design side of things in terms of typography, iconography, hierarchies. These things can still be improved. And again, the mock-ups here. Yep, so that's my opinion here. Let's continue. Saral. All right, solving business problems with the might of creative insight. It's super weird. There's no navigation here. I don't even know that I'm in a website if there's no navigation at the top. There's project and story here, but there's no name of the website or name of the person. So I'm not sure whose website is this. I have to say, scrolling through this, each one of these project has such a different kind of like mock-up and visual. It looks like 4 different things. It doesn't look like a portfolio is 4 different projects. There's no consistency in here. Again, I've said this in previous portfolios. This image doesn't do you good. It doesn't look professional. You're not even looking at me. You're a little bit pixelated. You can do better than that. Okay, that's my opinion on that. Let's continue. Felipe. I'm Felipe and I love designing products. Okay, so there is text here, but no image here to look at. It's kind of actually a weird layout. I'm not sure if this is aligned to the top of this, to the center of this. There's buttons here, there are buttons here. And there's a menu here. Its layout is a little bit all over the place. Selected work. It's kind of like weird to see a portfolio in black and white. Now I know that I can hover on top of it and there's going to be color, but the sense of looking at this is black and white design, and it's weird. It looks like an error here, I have to say. Yeah, it doesn't look great when it's all black and white. So I'm trying to look deeply into the work, and the work looks fine, but again, I don't think that it's presented in a way that helps you. Very weird ending to the website, no call to action, just like an empty section. All right, Felipe, you can improve this. Lashe. All right, click, clack, full stack. All right. Wow, there's a lot of text here. A lot of text with a very long line, very cramped text, very hard to read this. I'm looking at the logo and I don't know how to read this. So I don't know whose website is this. I don't know how to call you. I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly, but it's kind of like weird. Again, very focused on price. It actually looks like the Apple, I feel like the Apple e-commerce shop with the price and the hire me button. And again, I feel like it's a little early to tell me to hire you. I haven't seen the work yet. Let's scroll. I can see that it feels like he tried to make it kind of like an Apple experience. I actually like the visuals. Visuals are nice, but the text, typography is a little bit too cramped, kerning or letter spacing. And I'm seeing a lot of stuff, but I haven't seen work yet, which it makes me worried. All right, so now I'm getting to the projects, but I'm not seeing the projects. I have to click on them. That's not a good experience. Okay, more focus on the work. Yeah, and just improve typography, make it more legible. Next one, I don't even know. All right, hi, I'm Rihan, full stack developer. Okay, so for context, developer portfolio might be different than a designer portfolio. I'm experienced, can see the timeline, can see blog post, projects. I think honestly for a developer website, tech, it's actually pretty clean and pretty good. What books does he like, uses? All right, I think for developer portfolio, feels kind of solid to me, but maybe I haven't hired enough developers to tell. Next one is Josh. All right, Josh Warner, art and design for bands and brands. That's a pretty cool thing. I was about to say that the type is kind of like weird, but maybe for bands and brands, it might be pretty cool. And I'm not sure what's going on in the background, but it's beautiful. So that's my first reaction. It's beautiful. I see something beautiful. Now we've got this, again, weird combination that's actually making it super hard for me to read. I like the font here, the script font, but this one is actually hard to read. So the combination, I don't know. This guy knows his art direction because there's some beautiful stuff here. And also it looks like he knows his typography, or at least he chooses cool fonts. So I'm not sure what happened over here, but I can already say, looking at these visuals, there's something interesting here. Now, I can see that this is not focused on web design and stuff like that, but more about branding. And this guy can create very interesting visuals. So I like that. If I'm gonna look into branding or visual image making, this already intrigues me. Lots of visuals, and I love them. They're interesting, they're intriguing. So again, love it. Okay, very cool. All right, next one is Varun. First of all, I like that he added a video here to the tweet. That's a good way for helping you stand out. All right, Var front and dev. Hi, I'm Varun. This is a good professional photo. Yeah, you can see his personality. It looks professional. He looks trustworthy, I would say. Empowering brands with custom high converting websites. I will say though that about the typography doesn't look very good. So many typefaces, different ones. This is not so readable. The button is not so readable with the colors, this, yellow on orange. So image good, typography and layout all over the place a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm seeing something to buy all of a sudden, and the colors are all different than what we've had before. So that's kind of weird. Now we're getting into a completely different visual language with this illustration. I would say, Varun, that it's a little bit, from a branding perspective, all over the place. And I would try to make less choices, less colors, less type choices. Yeah, and that would make things look a little bit more solid and professional. Let's continue. All right, Lalig. All right, another pretty unique layout that we have here. We have works on the side, scrollable, and then here a different kind of like scrollable thing. So it's pretty cool in terms of layout, nothing that we've seen before, but I'm like a little bit disoriented. I'm not sure, where to go to see some of the work. So this is just like one case study. Feel like I've been thrown into some kind of a system that I don't fully understand yet. And I'm just seeing the work. I don't have much context about whose website is this. So I would give this points for being unique, but I think it's a little bit disorienting at this, at this stage. All right, next one is David. Website application, lots more, designed and delivered. All right, I'm a sucker for a big typography, so already love what I'm seeing. Immediately showing me the work, and the work looks pretty good. Typography on the right looks pretty good. I like the series of, we've got a block of color that works well with the project. All right, so far solid. I'm feeling good about this website, feeling good about this portfolio. Yeah, I like it. Testimonials. And then another project. There's something weird here with the loading, I feel, which I'm not sure if this is a development related or the fact that we have this, fixed footer here that caused this. But overall, I like this portfolio. Again, there's something weird here when you're scrolling very fast. But otherwise, I feel like this portfolio is pretty good, and David is probably a great designer. Next is Ben. All right, strategic, modular, future-proof Webflow website. All right, and then we've got the pop-up that actually hides the professional partner. And then we've got, he's got some award in Webflow conference. That's very nice. What do we have here? Work that looks actually pretty solid. Not your typical freelancer, certified Webflow expert. Okay, I have to say, this looks pretty good. Layout is unique. The work looks very nice. I like the typography, kind of like unique font choice. A lot of social proof with all of the Webflow partner and awards and stuff like that. So overall, very solid. If I need a Webflow developer, probably talk to him. Let's do two more because I'm actually out of energy. I don't know how many do I have. Oh my God, I've got so many. I'll never reach 50. Let's just do this one, Rushira. All right, hey, this is Rushira. I'm a self-taught UX designer who loves driving. One thing I can say immediately is that I'm concerned when I see sites at Google, immediately concerned. So yeah, that doesn't give me confidence that this is a professional who can offer, pay for their own domain. And scrolling through this, I can immediately see, just by looking at the typography, like the sizes and how the text is laid, that there's, you can still improve your core design skills like layout and typography, because it looks a little bit overwhelming, like the layout and the typography here. I feel like it can still be improved. The work actually looks pretty solid, but it's not presented in a great way to help you. All right, Balaji, Pro Webflow design and development that exceeds expectation. It's kind of like minimalist. I'm not sure how I feel about these color choices, it's kind of like, I don't know why, but my gut feeling is it's a weird color choice. Perfect place, reality. Also, we've got this white on a very light yellow. I don't know. I'm not sure about this. I'm not feeling this. Yeah, I have to say, my gut reaction, maybe I can't find the words immediately, but you can still improve your core graphic design skills like color, layout, stuff like that. It looks okay, but not amazing yet. And compared to the other stuff that we've seen, I have to say we've seen stronger portfolios in here. Really, the last one, really, there's so many more here. Oh my God, who to pick? Ahmed. All right, let's do that. All right, Dry Desert, B2B, B2C SaaS companies will increase your MRR in under 60 days with our studio quality animated video. So that's a pretty solid promise, but I have to say, first gut feeling with type, color, layout of this, I don't know, not amazing. Just too much text here and organized in a way that it's a little bit overwhelming. And if you want to have people focus on the video because you're selling videos, you have to put them in a way that highlights the video. There's just currently so much text here. It's a little bit overwhelming. That would be my thing. Also, the color of the background doesn't help to make the videos look good. So I feel like, the design of the portfolio itself can be improved. Also, when you're embedding YouTube videos, you have to understand that this acts like a visual. So if the thumbnail here of the video is ugly or just not looking very good, even if it's a testimonial, that just makes your website look not very good. So you want to have that under your control as well. All right, I'm so sorry if I haven't been able to get to all of them. 50 is just overwhelming, but let me know in the comments if you like this format of super fast reviews, or if you'd rather me just do one or a few deep reviews. Let me know what's more helpful for you. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.